7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Good morning, everybody. Far too early to be up watching football, but we're here at Jubilee Park, nonetheless, for day 2 of the New South Wales Junior State Cup tournament. Our first match about to commence. It's West Wyalong and Parramatta doing battle. Mike Sheen and Deacon Cameron with you. Good morning, Deacon. As the whistle sounds in the background, we're away for our opening match in... Well, it's a strange situation. We're under floodlights, but the sun is slowly rising in the east.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I'm sure the kids are finding it a little bit different playing in these early conditions and some playing late into the night last night, but the games were on, so it should be an exciting day for day 2 of the Junior State Cup.
Certainly should. We have West Wyalong in the red and black, Parramatta in their traditional blue and gold, and for the boys from West Wyalong, who are one of the local teams from this area, getting to play on the big stage and get the full media coverage. I guess it's a big thrill for their family and friends.
Yeah, it should be good for the West Wyalong boys. It's actually their first Junior State Cup, so we welcome them and we're glad to give them a live stream game for their first tournament.
Absolutely. Great to see you here, West Wyalong, and all the best of luck for today and the weekend. Hope it all goes well for you. Parramatta will be a tough team to get past as we see Parramatta on the attack, approaching the 7. We've only had a minute in the first half. And I've got to say the officials have done an excellent job of controlling the matches. Certainly yesterday we had a lot of... There's our opening score of the day. Just trying to pick up the number of the play, but that's the first try of the day for Parramatta. So they take an early 1-0 lead after about 90 seconds.
Yeah, it was good effort from the Parramatta boys then. They worked really hard to ruck the ball up the middle of the field and then just had numbers on the right side, and it was a good little finish. We'll see if the West Wyalong boys can rebound here.
Now, this is a Pool C match between Pool B rather, West Wyalong and Parramatta. The other teams in Pool B are Wests, Milton Ulladulla. They're meeting on field 6 at the moment. Wollongong and Yass. They're meeting on field 7. And only the 6 teams in Pool C, so that means 3 matches on each grouping. So this is the feature game for these boys. We'll give West Wyalong a bit of support here, being their first carnival. And that's the number 6, Frederick Bell. Now Alan McCulloch giving it off to Jude Anderson in the 9. McCulloch into dummy half, gives it off to James Dean. Dean trying to step through the line. That'll be the turnover, though, on the 7. Good effort from West Wyalong to get down to the 7, but just not able to complete the set the way they would have liked as Parramatta bring it out of their own end. That's the 15 in Sakalia Tupou. My apologies. Sakalia Tupou. They're taking it forward as Parramatta work upfield. That's Benjamin Harper in the 5. Parramatta crossing the halfway line. A lot more experience in this Parramatta side. Number 4 is Joseph Norman, taking on the West Wyalong defence. 22, Kai Henry, and the ball goes to ground. So here's a chance for West Wyalong. Let's see if they can produce something come from their own end.
Yeah, they'll just look to run out to the ruck here and see if they can try and get to the box here.
As we see West Wyalong, I don't think they have a mascot, West Wyalong. One of the few teams that don't have a mascot or a logo. I know their rugby union team in West Wyalong, they're known as the Weevils. One of the more original names for a team mascot, I must say. But that's the local rugby team. I don't think there's I know there is a rugby league team. My apologies. Should smack myself on the hand. Of course, the rugby league team are known as the Mallee Men. So we'll see what the boys from West Wyalong have got. I think the Weevils is a better name anyway.
Weevils, yeah. Could be a good one.
That's a great name. There is also
that's
a nice try to Ben Harper for Parramatta, getting over for their second.
Yeah, it's a good try then from Harper. The boys had some structure going into the line. Harper was too good. Burton got nice and low and got the 1 point there.
Yeah, got over for the score. So 2-0 Parramatta. Nearly 4.5 minutes gone in the first half. Again, playing 11.5-minute halves each way, plus a 2-minute drinks break at half time. Different format to the standard one that we have of 25 minutes solid. But due to the extreme heat today, and we are kicking off an hour earlier than scheduled today at 7 a.m., we will be, I suspect, and I dare say the organisers have allowed for the fact that we're probably going to have a suspension of play some point during the day, so they're trying to get through as many games as they can before that point comes. So we see West Wyalong on the attack here. That's Riley Taylor in the 7. Good long ball out wide, but the tag was made easily, and that's the turnover for the last. So Parramatta taking metres at will here. Marco Sasson taking it forward. Now it's Logan Sleeman getting some good drive here. The 11 was, in fact, was that the 11? He's not on my list. As we see Parramatta working it forward. In fact, that was the 17, Carter Beattie. Now Sasson again. That's Sleeman. Long
Nice
ball out
ball.
wide. He's not going to reach him there with that sort of pass. That pass was never going to reach the target. We'll have a turnover for West Wyalong just inside their 7.
They've had some really good structure, Parramatta, going in towards the line. I think the West Wyalong boys are doing well to keep them out, but a couple of errors from the wingers with Parramatta, but they're doing well to get the ball up inside the 7.
Yeah, no, they've had a good start to the morning so far. They'll certainly take a lot out of this game. The coaching staff for West Wyalong, Morgan Anderson, the coach, Erin Pettit, the assistant. Erin's got Billy, I think he's on the field at the moment, the number 2 for West Wyalong. So we see, that's a good little run there. Is Billy, speaking of which. That's the turnover on the last. A nice little step there from Billy Pettit at the same time. Nice. He makes the touch there as Parramatta take it forward through Adam Hussein. Up towards the 7 once again. They're slowing it down a bit, trying to structure their offense or their attack.
Got the sweeper play here.
Sasson. They go low. Hussein, I think he's got there. That'll be number 3.
Referee looking to his sideline buddy. I think he's going to award it. Yeah.
Yep, there it is. The all clear given. And that's their 3rd for the morning, Parramatta. So off to a good start. 3-0 early.
Yeah, they just got him on that sweeper play there. They got nice and low there. Referee on the spot. The West Wyalong player was claiming the touch, but I was going with the referee there. Johnny on the spot there.
So 3-0 the scoreline. 7.5 minutes gone. About 4 minutes remaining in the first half of match number 1 today. We've got a bank of matches. Up next we get into the older age groups. We'll have the under-12s back on deck. They're due to be just before midday, 11:30 time slot. So see a few more of the young boys. We've got Parks and Balmain in the under-12s at that point. So they're in Pool A. As we see Parramatta charging upfield. That's a great run there from Thomas Siup. Apologies if I've got that wrong. That's Jesse Cardi, the number 10, taking it forward now. Going to structure their attack again. This is a trend in touch. They'll slow it down at the 7 and then set their attack and
numbers on the right.
Run a play, and there's the score. I think that was the 16 in Thomas Siup getting in. That's number 4 for the Eels, and they're rolling along merrily here. West Wyalong, as we mentioned, in their first tournament, the first Junior State Cup. Great to have them here at Wagga Wagga. Not a long trip for them. I'd say only a couple of hours, but certainly a good experience for them. Wearing the colours of your hometown, representing the town. I'm sure everyone's very proud of the boys, regardless of the result. This is a round 5 match for the under-12 boys, so they'll be wrapping up their campaign soon. Here's a great run downfield. James Dean for the corner, gets it down. Nice work, James Dean. The solo run gets West Wyalong on the board. Nice work there, did it all himself. That was a lovely piece of play, and he's over to make it 4-1.
Yeah, it was a really good try then from the young fella. Did some solo work and kept his head held high. They were 4-0 down, but put on some nice steps then and got the try in the corner.
So that gets them on the board. That'll give them a bit of confidence, if nothing else. Getting one on the main field on display in front of everybody. So a great effort from West Wyalong to get one on the board. before the break. Still about 2 minutes remaining before the half-time interval, so they'll be happy with that, if nothing else, to get one on the board. As we see the Parramatta boys, they look a lot bigger just physically. They look a lot bigger than the boys from West Wyalong. On the attack inside the 7 now, Parramatta on the right, on the left-hand side. Can he hold on to it? No. Tough pass there for Antonio Urado.
They had the right idea there, Parramatta. They had numbers on the left, but the winger couldn't hold it, unfortunately, so they'll try and defend here and see what West Wyalong can do with about a minute left.
Yeah, that was a tough ball for Urado to hold. Antonio Urado, number 8 for Parramatta, did well to get to it, but just couldn't keep it in the fingertips. But we won't hang him for that one. That was a tough one. That's an error they didn't want. Edward Tulloch taking it forward for West Wyalong, and the ball goes to ground, so it'll be a turnover, as is the rule in touch. Drop ball turnover. And that's been a rule since the sport was devised way back when.
Winger's open here. Is he going to give one more?
Is he going to reach him in? Will reach him in the corner for number 5. So, as we've been saying, they've just had some nice composure and control. Parramatta just having a little bit of structure in their attack. When they get down to the 7, they seem to know what they want to do, and they're doing it comfortably. Yeah,
they've got some good structure. They just know when they've got that overlap on the wing. The West Wyalong boys just need to hold them out, start to not push in too much in defence, but the boys have done really well so far. They should keep their heads up, and there's still a second half.
Yeah, still another 11 and a half minutes to go. The siren will sound in a moment for the end of the first period. Here's another chance for the West Wyalong side. No tag. Now the tag's made. Yeah. And there's the half-time whistle from our referee, so they won't get to put another attacking raid on. 5-1 the score at half-time. Must be having some issues with the PA system this morning. Getting the word from the touchline that it is half-time. Just having a look at the pools for this under-12 boys competition. I mentioned before we've got Parks and Balmain. That's a Pool C game coming up around lunchtime. It's a top 5 from each pool into the round of 16, and then they'll also slide in one to make it 16 on percentages, and then we go into the second round, and then the quarterfinals after that. Finals will be tomorrow. So the under-12 boys kicking us off on this Saturday morning. A very early start for all concerned, but great to be here. Up next, the under-18 boys. Canterbury and Hills doing battle. That should be a good game. Jason Stanton will join me for that at 7:30, and then I'll step aside for a bit. Got the girls and the under-18 boys. We'll see a lot of the under-18 boys throughout the day. The last match scheduled for 5:30. I say scheduled, but with the plans for today, I suspect we may not reach that point. See the two coaching huddles just having a chat. I can see the West Wyalong coaching staff down in front of us just having a chat to the players. Looks like they're just about ready for the second half now. So Parramatta with a comfortable lead of 5-1 at the break. Looks like we're underway for the second half already. The timer has started for the second half, so we'll get underway in a moment. There's a little bit of confusion here, actually. So it looks like we're right to get back underway. As we see this Pool B match recommence, Parramatta with a comfortable 5-1 lead over West Wyalong. And they've been solid in the first half, Parramatta. I don't think they'd say they've been tested too much by the boys from West Wyalong in the red, black and white, but certainly making a competition of it.
I'm sure the Parramatta coaches will be pretty impressed with how the boys have played. They've showed lots of urgency to jump on any dead ball to just get the quick roll on.
So Parramatta on the attack early. This is Ben Harper, who got a nice try in the first half. Now it's Joseph Norman. Harper gives it off to Hussein. Long ball out wide, and they're over for another one. That's number 6 for the Eels. Looking very sharp early in this match.
Good try there from the Parramatta boys. They just seem to get numbers either on the left or right side, so they're just sucking them in. And there was a really good ball then. And they'll get another try then. So 6-1 here. We'll see what the West Wyalong boys can do. Tapping it now.
This will be their 4th win of the tournament for Parramatta. West Wyalong looking to break their duck. They'll hopefully do that a bit later on today. They've got more matches coming up. There's a nice run there from James Dean, who scored the 1 try that they have so far, the West Wyalong side. Nice little step there, but the touch was made. No. Got a whistle and penalty. Penalty goes to Parramatta. We see the Parramatta boys coming out of their own end through Carter Beattie. So Parramatta sitting comfortably in 3rd spot on the ladder, 3 wins and 1 loss to their name. As I said, West Wyalong unfortunately haven't won a game so far, but I'm sure they're looking to rectify that during the day. It doesn't look like they'll break it here, but the boys, I'm sure, will be looking to record 1 win. And they've
again.
There's another try, this time for Jesse Cardi, getting in to make it number 7.
It's a good finish then for the young winger, Cardi. They really worked hard to get the ball up the middle. Again, they find numbers on that right side. But the West Wyalong boys, they just need to keep their heads held high. Parramatta are a very well-structured side, and this is their first tournament, so hope the boys are just enjoying the experience out there on the live stream game and on the stadium.
I'm sure they are. The stadium field, the broadcast match, even if it is first thing in the morning, the broadcast match with the full commentary. Just looking at the ladder from 4th down, they're all on 1 win apiece. As I mentioned, West Wyalong yet to record a win, so they're not that far out of the hunt. Their percentages are not great, but they're certainly in the hunt. If they can post a win or 2 this afternoon, it looks like a fairly even pool B. It looks like they've gone with 2 pools of 8, so different to what I know there are 3 pools. My apologies. Just checking my details on my screen here, but West Wyalong, if they can record a victory later on today, they're certainly in the hunt for a finals berth with a top 5 format. So they've got another match in an hour and a half against Yass. That might be a tricky assignment for them, because Yass is sitting nicely on the ladder as well, so that might be a tough task for them, but a country battle nonetheless. Parramatta on the attack, just outside the 7.
We got the quickie here.
They'll go from dummy half. The nice ball to the right-hand side for Jesse Cardi. They forced the turnover. Well done. Excellent defence from West Wyalong there. I was about to mark down the try for Parramatta, but they've made the tag, and they did well to force the turnover.
Yeah, good defence from young Anderson. Shot in, and I don't even think the Parramatta players saw him in.
No, it must have caught everybody off guard. That's a good run from Bell there. He'll play it just short of the 10. That's Tulloch taking it forward. I don't think he runs like Tulloch. For those that are old enough, you know who I'm talking about, but everybody else might need to Google that one on your phones or on your devices. That's a turnover.
Yeah, Parramatta going to go quick here. Going to drive to the box here.
I think they're taking... No, I thought they were taking it up to the mark, but the referee said play on. So they make changes.
Look to the latch. He's going to go drive straight in. Got no half. They're going to have to be careful with the Parramatta boys. West Wyalong look to move up.
They need to move up quickly here, West Wyalong, and they'll be penalised.
Yeah.
That line is coming up, though, so...
Look to suck them out here. Look to the Rooster play. He's going to go back in and score himself.
Yes, he's got it down this time. That's Ben Harper with a second for the Eels, making it 8. But that was a nice drive from Parramatta. I thought they were going to come up to the mark to take the turnover, but they were just given about 20 or 30 metres easy access up the field.
Yeah, It's been really strong for the Parramatta boys, and I'm sure the coaches are going to be really impressed with their urgency they've shown throughout the game. Just shown for them to make some easy meters, but we'll see what West Wyalong can do with it here. So they're gaining some meters. He's through.
Oh, he almost got through. There's Dean, who scored the first try for the West Wyalong side. Now it's Weeks. Takes the tap. Dean has a look. Where's he going? Wrap around, play to the right. Finds Jagger Lang. He'll play it.
Just got to compose themselves here.
He's Dean again. He looks like one of the key players, Dean. Played on the last. They come back. They don't have much room here on the outside. So it'll be a turnover. Cody Jamison was the man with the ball. Couldn't find a support on the outside. Just didn't have enough. The Parramatta defence had done a great job to tighten up and prevent any opportunity of scoring. Parramatta work it to halfway now. Nice ball to the outside. Here's a chance for Braden Duff for Parramatta. Ooh. Stepping his way towards the line. They'll need to keep him out. I don't think they got him.
Missed.
I don't think he got him. They're going to.
Referee's calling touch, I think.
Oh no, he did get him. It was a nice touch on the corner there. I thought they might have got a. My initial thought was that he got the touch, but. Thought the referee was going to point to the spot, but he didn't. So West Wyalong doing well in defence.
We got numbers here.
Numbers to the right-hand side.
Good. Ooh,
the ball goes down. A play that probably should have finished a bit better for Parramatta there, to be honest.
Yeah, they got a little bit unlucky then. I thought the young fellow had some really good steps to the left side, but he was unlucky to not score and get touch. But let's see what West Wyalong can do as they look to drive it to their box here.
Take it up the middle. That looks like Dean, who's got some great footwork.
Doesn't he, White? He's been really good for the West Wyalong boys. He's got a really nice step on him.
James Dean, certainly one to put in the... don't know if there is a black book or anything like that, but I'm sure those in the know will be taking note of James Dean from West Wyalong. Number 3, that's in with the ball now. Good touch made there by Cohen Keeping. Dean once again on the last. They need to spread it here, West Wyalong. They're not going to find an opening through there, and
be a handover.
Not the way they would have liked to finish that set. No. West Wyalong to be short of halfway. Not the way they would have liked to finish it.
Well, you're going to have to work hard to get on side here.
A couple of the older boys who are still filling out, certainly struggling to get back to 7 to go to the defensive line. Not moving up much here, West Wyalong. And the score this time, that's Sakalia Tupou getting in for the score. This time they award it.
Nice finish there from Tupou. He got really low. Seen there was a hole in the defence line and went for it himself, and he was lucky to get the try then. So not too long left. The West Wyalong boys just got to keep their head up. They've got one on the board, so let's see if they can get another one here.
That's exactly right. But about 2 minutes remaining in the match. Let's see if we can get the West Wyalong boys home for a second. Dare say the Parramatta comfortably progressing to the round of 16. West Wyalong, as you said, their first Junior State Cup, their first tournament, so welcome aboard. Great to have you here, and as you said, I'm sure they're enjoying the experience of representing their hometown and getting a feature game on the stadium field with the coverage. Big bonus for all of them, and hello to everybody back home at West Wyalong.
Numbers here.
We've got numbers down the short side. The touch was made nicely, and that'll be a turnover. So not a much better end of the set for West Wyalong, even though they didn't score. A much better end of the set, only a metre or two out from the line when they were touched. So a much better finish for the West Wyalong boys.
They're all set, ready to go. So let's see if they can have some good defence here and keep them down here.
They did rush up quickly, but that's always a dangerous play as Parramatta comes out of their end. That's Sasson, I think, with the ball. Now they'll come to the right-hand side. They've got numbers again.
Good defence
creating an overlap. That's Adam Hussein doing some good work. The 12's Logan Sleeman. Now it's Carter Beattie over the 10-metre line, midway between the 10 and the 7, left-hand side. Inside the final 60 seconds of play in this one, Parramatta going to run out comfortable winners. Can they add another one? I think they will. Nice step there from Sleeman, who gets on the score sheet. So they've been consistent, Parramatta, which is what their coaching staff would look for.
West Wyalong are running. They don't want to waste any time on their stadium game here.
Yeah, they want to cash in, which is great to see the boys full of energy.
Yeah, that's what we like to see.
Even at this hour of the morning on a Saturday when most kids be... do they still do cartoons and cereal on a Saturday morning?
Oh, I think what is it, Saturday Disney or something?
Yeah, something like that. I think, do they still do that?
Oh, I'm sure the boys just prefer to play touch. Let's see if they can score another here.
Final play, the siren's gone. Looking for an option. They'll take the touch in the end, and that's full time. So 10-1 Parramatta defeats West Wyalong. But for West Wyalong, they did post a solid game. They got one try, which was the main thing, and to get the experience and the exposure of being on the main stadium and having the broadcast match, a big thrill for them, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm sure the boys enjoyed it. West Wyalong keep their heads high. They showed really good enthusiasm throughout the whole game. Dean was really good for them. I'm sure he'll go home and show everyone his try that he scored on the live stream. So good on the young fella. And Parramatta were a really well-structured side. So good luck to them, boys. And good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Up next at 7:30, the under-18 boys, Canterbury and Hills.